Other than classifying elements into groups and periods, elements can also be classified as 4 blocks, namely S block, P block, D block and F block elements. This is based on the type of orbital that gets filled with electrons. Consider the electronic configuration of elements group wise. First, consider the group 1 elements. These elements are also known as alkali metals. And the elements are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. These elements have one electron in their outermost shell or valence shell. You know that since these elements have one valence electron, they are considered as group 1 elements. Now, in which orbital do you find the valence electron in these elements? It is in the s orbital. The electronic configuration can also be shown with respect to the nearest noble gas element. You know that the electronic configuration of lithium is 1s2, 2s1. The nearest noble gas is helium. Therefore, in the case of lithium, the configuration can also be written as helium configuration 2s1. Similarly, in the case of sodium, the electronic configuration is written as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. The nearest noble gas in this case is neon. Therefore, the electronic configuration of sodium is written as neon configuration 3s1. Therefore, in group 1 elements, we find that the valence electron is in the s orbital. Therefore, group 1 elements belong to s block. Consider group 2 elements: beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. The atomic number of beryllium is 4 and its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, which can be written as helium configuration 2s2. Magnesium, atomic number 12, the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. But the configuration can be written as neon configuration 3s2. Thus, in group 2 elements, the 2 valence electrons are present in the s orbital. Since the 2 valence electrons are in the s orbital, group 2 elements also belong to s block. Let us now discuss the properties of s block elements. Group 1 and group 2 elements are called s block elements. One valence electron is present in group 1 elements. Therefore, the general outer electronic configuration can be written as ns1. In the case of lithium, it is 2s1, sodium it is 3s1 and so on. Similarly, 2 valence electrons are present in group 2 elements. Therefore, the general outer electronic configuration can be taken as ns2. For beryllium, it is 2s2. For magnesium, it is 3s2 and so on. Both group 1 and group 2 elements are metals. They have low ionization enthalpies. Low ionization enthalpy means in these elements, lesser amount of energy will be required to remove the electron which is present in the valence shell. For example, if we consider sodium, the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Or the configuration can be considered as 281. You know that sodium shows a tendency to lose the outermost electron to form sodium ion so that it can attain stability by acquiring the octet configuration. Similarly, consider a group 2 element, say magnesium. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Therefore, magnesium shows a tendency to lose 2 valence electrons and thus form magnesium ion, Mg2 plus ion, so that it can attain stability by acquiring the octet configuration. So, in general, group 1 and group 2 elements form positively charged ions called as cations. Group 1 elements form +1 ion, whereas group 2 elements form +2 ion. How does the metallic character vary down the group? Metallic character increases down the group. It is because as we move down the group, the tendency to lose electrons increases. Therefore, the reactivity also increases down the group. Since they are highly reactive, these elements always occur in the combined state or as compounds. Now, what type of compounds do they form? For example, consider sodium chloride, calcium oxide, magnesium chloride, etc. You know that all these compounds are ionic in nature. Therefore, we can say that S block elements form ionic compounds. But lithium and beryllium, being the first element in the respective groups, form covalent compounds.